So we just saw Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, starring Eddie Redmayne, Catherine Waterston, Alison Sudol, and Dan Fogler. Pretty solid movie. Really interesting, really fun. I have not seen all of the Harry Potter movies.
I, on the other hand, have, and I am House Slytherin. My Patronus is a badge of bitches.
See, it's been 5 years. I've already forgotten what most of those words are. Yeah, so this film starts out slower than probably any of the Harry Potter movies. It's not bad. It just, the beginning is a much more slower paced, and yeah, just it takes a bit to get going. But once it does get going, it's still great.
Yeah, it was definitely a slow burn. The first, 15, 20 minutes of it, it kind of dragged on a bit. It definitely felt like a 2-hour movie, but it did pay off in the end. There's definitely a ton of references to the Harry Potter universe, and a lot of Easter eggs for those of you that are hardcore Harry Potter fans. You're definitely going to catch a lot of cool little references or little Easter eggs, or something that took place in the past that is mentioned in the Harry Potter series.
Lots of familiar spells and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Although I don't remember the wizards ever using a magical repair spell.
Oculo Reparo.
Was that in the other movies?
Yeah, Hermione used it on Harry's glasses.
Oh, that's right. That was like, what, movie number 2 or something?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So this film does a great job at maintaining that magical Harry Potter feel and humor. It's really funny. You know, you get to watch all of the fantastical beasts be super mischievous and just get into all sorts of trouble. There's one particular little beast that kind of looks like a cross between a platypus and a hedgehog, and he loves stealing things.
I want one of those. I want one of those.
Everyone wants one of those. And he'll steal any sort of valuable you have, be it coin or watch or necklace, any kind of jewelry, and it's just great. And at one point, the main character, portrayed by Eddie Redmayne, catches him finally and is literally shaking all of the coinage out of him, and he's getting like a little bit smaller as all of the coins are falling out, and by the end it's just this mountain of stuff that this little thing stole, and it's a really great scene.
The acting was awesome. I think everybody did a great job in it. There's also a really cool cameo at the end. I'm not going to spoil it for you because I want you guys to see it, but I was pretty stoked when I saw who it was.
Yeah, and Dan Fogler does a great job just at being not only a comic relief, but a comic relief that you really, really kind of sympathize with, because he's one of the only non-magical important characters in the movie.
Yeah.
Which is something you didn't get a lot of in the original Harry Potter films. The acting is really solid, but I think one thing that kind of detracts from it is that the villain is very, very obvious. Just from the moment the villain begins talking, it's kind of obvious that, oh yes, you're definitely the bad guy.
That guy looked like a dick.
Yeah.
So overall, it felt like a great introduction, or rather reintroduction, to the wizarding world. And it's also kind of a unique perspective since it takes place so much before the original Harry Potter books and films. But it definitely still had a lot of that same magical appeal that you got from the original ones. But the biggest thing I can tell anyone, especially the hardcore Harry Potter fans, is don't come into this movie expecting another Harry Potter movie. Because it's not that. It's something different that's awesome and entertaining all on its own, but definitely not another Harry Potter movie.
Yeah. And it's interesting to see how like the rules that the wizards established kind of evolved over time, and how much like, you know, societal norms in America were kind of backwards and weird 70 years ago.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was really entertaining. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I'm curious to know what like super hardcore Harry Potter fans that have just dissected every book and movie think about this film.
Definitely. So let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, thanks a lot.